Okay, so I am glazing my bowls today, and whoop, they're going around. Um, it's like a carousel ride. Woo! Okay, I'm going to show you what I do. My bowls get decorated on the rims and on the feet. Just a style that I've developed because I like to use the raw clay as part of the decoration. And so, it's still moving. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do it. First of all, I fill this bulb syringe with a thick version of one of my glazes. Okay, I've got to stop this. It's crazy. Here we go. Okay. So, filled with a thick version of one of my glazes, I cap it off and I shake it. Now the test of if it's the right thickness is if I turn it upside down, it shouldn't drip. Oh, it dripped. So now I know that if I turn that upside down onto my pot, it would just drip all over my pot. So I go back into my glaze. If you need to thicken it up, you can use a little bit of Epsom salts. Try it again. That's much better. Okay. So I glaze the rim. I do I like a swirl pattern. It's like, for me it's classy and also it has a bit of sophistication and spirituality in a way with the swirl spiral thing, and it has a massive appeal, spirals, cross-cultural, and but it has this kind of like fun and lightness that I really like. You can kind of see from my shirt, I like spirally fun things. Okay, so can you see that? Well, probably not, but what am I going to do? Well, maybe I could be, no. Well, anyway, I'll do my best here. What won't take but a second here. Shouldn't. Another test of if it's mixed to the right consistency is that it should just go on like butter. No big splooges, no big gaps. I do the outside, the top, and then I do the bottom. So that wouldn't be the outside, it would be the rim. The rim and the bottom. Okay. So then I have this. I let it sit up for a while, and I have all these that I've prepared. So I have lots of pots kind of ready to be waxed and stuff right now. So I'll let that sit on the side. And for today's purposes, I will take one that's been drying since yesterday. But it doesn't need to dry since yesterday. It just needs to dry like, whatever, 20 minutes in this kind of dry weather. Maybe even 10 minutes. I center it on my banding wheel. Now here's a good tip. So I use Reed's Wax Resist, which I like. I wish it wasn't petroleum based. So it'd be great if somebody will come up with a more sustainable wax for us. Some kind of a soy beeswax kind of something that's brushable, if that's possible. And I wet my brush down first. So I wet it down with water, and then I use my finger and I take out all the water. But it's been wet, it's not just straight dry. Wet and then dried off and then wax. It's a really, really good trick. And then spin my banding wheel. Meditation on the breath, exhaling. I like a nice crisp line here. Oh, and then one time, for good measure, I go backwards across my decoration, just so there aren't any wax bubbles or areas that the wax missed from going over the bump of the decoration. Center this side. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. I can kind of follow it around a little bit. And then again, now watch. I'm going to stabilize myself for this. Stabilize, wide legs. And then my arm against my body here. And then my forearm against my body and against my hand. So I make my body into this tool, like a machine. And that is really helpful to stabilize. Exhaling, precision, and backwards for good measure. And that's it. And then I just don't touch the wax. And this is ready to be glazed. And I will make a little video of that a little bit later.